What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient automatic Minecraft Bedrock Azalea and Moss farm. This farm works on 1.17 and on all platforms of Minecraft Bedrock including phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, and a Switch or PC. Azalea can be used to make trees. Azalea and moss carpets can also be used as decorations. As you guys can see here, this farm will give you a ton of moss carpets, flowering azalea, and seeds. For this farm, all you'll need is 2 chests, 6 dispensers, 1 hopper, 10 glass blocks, 5 buttons, 25 moss blocks. By the way, a couple easy ways you guys can get moss blocks is by finding them in shipwreck chests or by trading with wandering traders. 4 powered rails, 3 detector rails, 1 lever, 21 rails, 25 redstone, about a stack and a half of solid blocks. You guys can use any type of solid block that you want. By the way, a couple examples of solid blocks include cobblestone or wood planks, 1 minecart, and finally about 5 water buckets. The first step is to break 2 blocks. Now place 2 chests over here. After creating that double chest, crouch down and place your hopper at the spot. Make sure that hopper is falling towards the chest. You guys can tell the hopper is falling towards the chest because as you guys can see there, the nozzle should be facing downwards. That hopper will collect all the items that are harvested in this farm and fall into the collections chest. Once you have placed that hopper, place 5 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next step is to place 2 blocks over here, then place 6 over here. Now turn this way, then place 7 over here. Then turn this way, then place 6 over here. Finally, place 5 in this direction. After you guys have completed that step, you should have an outline that looks like this. The next step is to place 5 moss blocks over here, and 4 over here. Once you guys have created that moss block outline, fill it in with moss blocks. These moss blocks is going to be where moss carpets and azalea grows in this farm. The next step is to place water at the spot. As you guys can see there, that water should flow towards that hopper. That water will push all items that fall down here down into the collection system. The next step is to place 5 dispensers over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure all of those dispensers are facing this way. Those dispensers will dispense water to harvest all of the azalea and moss carpets that are generated in this farm. After you are done placing those dispensers, place 4 glass blocks over here, and 4 over here. Then place 2 blocks over here. By placing those blocks, you will be able to see things grow in this farm. Once you have completed that step, come to the side. Now place 8 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then place another 8 blocks on top. Now come to the back. Now place 5 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place 8 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finally place another 8 on top. By creating those walls, all of the moss and azalea will not get shot out of this farm. The next step is to come over here. Then place 5 buttons like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those buttons will prevent water from the dispensers from flowing into this water stream. The next step is to come to the back. Now break these 2 blocks. Then place a glass block over here. Now place 7 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then break these 2 blocks. Now place a glass block over here. Once you guys have completed that step, come back to the front. Now place a powered rail at this spot. Then place a lever over here and flick it down. That should cause that powered rail to become activated. Now place 3 rails over here. And 3 over here. Then place a detector rail at this spot and a powered rail over here. Whenever a minecart passes over that detector rail, that powered rail will become activated. That will push it forward. Then place 3 rails over here and 1 at the spot. Then place a detector rail over here. Now place a powered rail at this spot. Whenever a minecart hits that detector rail, that powered rail will become activated, which will cause the minecart to get sent forward in this farm. Now place 3 rails over here and 3 over here. Then place a detector rail at this spot. Now place a powered rail over here. Whenever a minecart hits that detector rail, that powered rail will become activated, which will send the minecart forward. Finally, place 3 rails over here and 2 over here. Once you guys have completed that step, you should have a rail system that looks like this. The next step is to come over to the side. Then place 3 blocks like this. Now place a block over here. Now place 4 redstone over here. Then place one at this spot. Now crouch down and place a redstone on top of each dispenser. By placing that redstone, whenever a minecart passes over the detector rail, a redstone signal will get sent to those dispensers. That will cause those dispensers to dispense water to harvest all of the azalea and moss in this farm. The next step is to come to the back. Then place a block over here. Now place 2 over here and 2 over here. Then place 2 over here and 1 at this spot. Once you guys have done that, place 5 redstone over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place 2 over here. Whenever a minecart passes over that detector rail, a redstone signal will get sent to the dispensers to cause them to pick up all the water. The next step is to come over here. Now break this moss block. After breaking that moss block, place a dispenser at the spot. Make sure that dispenser is facing upwards. After placing that dispenser, place a moss block back at the spot. The next step is to come down here. Now place 4 redstone at the side of this dispenser. Now place a block at the side of this detector rail. Then place a block over here. Then place 2 blocks over here. And finally 1 at the spot. Once you guys are done placing those blocks, place a redstone on top of each of them. By creating that redstone system, whenever a minecart passes over that detector rail, it will cause a redstone signal to get sent down to that dispenser. That will cause the dispenser to dispense bone meal. Whenever bone meal is dispensed, it will cause azalea and moss carpets to grow in this farm. By the way, don't worry if you don't have much bone meal, because I will tell you all a few quick and easy ways you guys can get a bunch of bone meal later in this video. The next step is to come inside here. Now place a water bucket inside of each of these dispensers. The next step is to come over here. Then break this block. Breaking that block will allow you guys to easily access that dispenser. The final step is to add some bone meal into this dispenser. You guys can add any amount of bone meal you want, however, the more bone meal you add, the longer you'll be able to use this farm before having to add more bone meal. I am now going to do a quick fly around so you guys can check and make sure you've made this farm correctly. Over here, you guys should have this water stream and collection system. The top of your farm should have this rail system. This side should be looking like this. Make sure you guys did that redstone correctly. It should be connected to that dispenser. The back should be looking like this. Make sure you guys did all this back redstone correctly. Finally, this side should be looking like this. How this farm works is, whenever you guys place a minecart over there and push it, it will start going around this rail system. Whenever the minecart passes over that detector rail, a redstone signal will get sent to the dispenser to dispense bone meal. Whenever bone meal is dispensed, it will cause moss carpets and azalea to grow on those moss blocks. Whenever the minecart passes over that detector rail, it will cause the dispensers to dispense water. That water will harvest all of the items and funnel them over to this water stream. All of the items that are pushed over here will get pushed by that water stream down into the collection system. After the minecart passes over that detector rail, it will cause the dispensers to suck up all the water. Whenever you guys want to turn the farm off, all you need to do is break the minecart. I am now going to show you all how to use this farm. To use it, first come over here, then place a minecart at the spot. Now push it in this direction. It's really important that you guys push it in the correct direction. As you guys can see there, the minecart should then travel along the rail system. This rail system is perfectly timed so that the water and bone meal will be dispensed at the right times. By the way, if your bone meal does not appear to be getting dispensed, try picking up the minecart then placing it down again. Whenever you guys want to turn this farm off, you can break the minecart. As you guys can see here, all the items will be in this collections chest. If you ever run out of bone meal, you can come over here, then add more bone meal to this dispenser. If you guys ever have trouble remembering where to place your minecart and where to push it to start this farm, I recommend you guys come over here, then place a sign at this spot. Now write an arrow pointing towards the direction you're supposed to push it. As you guys can see there, they'll help you remember to place it over here and push it that way. If you guys want to be able to easily get a bunch of bone meal to use for this farm, I recommend you guys make my automatic bone meal farm, fish and bone farm, or my spawner XP farm using a skeleton spawner. A link to each of those farm tutorials will be in the description. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient automatic Minecraft Bedrock, Azalea, and Moss farm. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for what I should do in future videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out other Minecraft videos. I upload every day. Thanks for watching.